what is 10 foot 2 inches wide and just over 13 foot high, and going down the M1 today. Me and our cinders, guys. Bit wider than a cabin we are today, and we are taking these metal frames down to Borehamwood, which is just off the A1 on the M25. We're leaving the yard. It's just gone 6 o'clock, and bit of a dip there in the yard. Yes, it looks a bit big, guys, I tell you. We've left a bit early. We can't go on the M25 until after 10 o'clock, but we're leaving early so we can beat all the traffic down here. And then what we'll do, we'll sit on Toddington services for an hour or so, and leave about 9:45 so we can make it on there after our curfew. This is junction 6, the A38 split, and already at 6 o'clock in the morning it is pretty congested. I want to make sure I'm back over the left hand lane as soon as I can, but these are the only 2 lanes that continue on the M6. Alright, well, I just had a nice bit of karma there. Normally when I see something out on the road, or I see someone that's got a bit of an issue, I try my best to get them some help. It happened to a coach that I spotted a fair while back now. His luggage compartment had opened up at the back, and he wasn't to know, so I contacted the coach company and they got him to pull over and rectify it, and karma's repeated itself for me, because somehow I'd managed to knock my headlight switch round. I'd got them on earlier when I was checking everything and that, and either when I got in, hopefully it wasn't as soon as I got in the truck, but I must have knocked it somehow, and I'd only been driving with my side lights on. So fortunately someone's contacted the yard and got one of my colleagues to ring me up and inform me about my mistake. So thank you to whoever called the office to get the message across to me. The traffic's that congested, I couldn't really tell, to be honest, because of how close we were to the other vehicles. So yes, that could have saved me a bit of a fine perhaps. Alright, so like I said at the start of the video, we are 10 foot 2 inches wide, 3.12 meters, and we just got a 40-foot trailer on this time. Well, driving forward, I've managed to get over the front of this after checking, and yeah, everything's nice. The straps had barely come loose at all, and time to wait it out. Alright guys, it's a bit of a squeeze to get this one in. I couldn't quite tell, but I was warned that a car likes to park on the one side of the road, making it difficult to get in forwards. So I was advised to have a look and then possibly reverse down. So that's what we're going to be doing, reversing in, making a bit of a horseshoe reverse, and then we can drive straight into the site then. But there's a car parked here on the one side, and then wow, it is a wee bit tight, don't get me wrong. What I want to do, the site is on our left, we're going to reverse into the road to the right and then drive straight forward in. It's going to be fun, I tell you. There's a silver car there in one of the spaces. That might cause a problem. How are we doing? Might just be okay at that. You right, buddy? Just as long as I can swing my left side around in a minute. Okay, so we're all tipped now. We're now going to pick up some bricks back around the M25 from down here. I think it was Bear Green or something. Don't know if you know if it's focused, but anyway, that's what we're doing next. 62 miles. Pick up a load of bricks to take up to West Brom, I think he said. Alright, well, it's 1:45 now, and we are just approaching the brick location in this fantastic, beautiful little area. And here we are, Hipstock. Let's go get loaded up with some brickies, shall we? Where do we have to stop to report in? I don't want to block that guy in, so let's just go over there around to the left, I think. Been and booked into the place now, and in between booking in and driving around here, Mother Nature has decided she wants to get involved with today, so she's absolutely soaked the place. Give everywhere a good wet down for us before we load. And been reading through the instructions, and that it's the first time I've been here, and as well as strapping every row like I do anyway, they want us to sheet the load as well, because we haven't got any of the side posts or side nets or anything like that. So we got to strap her all and sheet her all. So it's going to be a pretty long process, as well as waiting for the forklift driver. I don't know whether they've gone on a bit of a late lunch or whether they have their lunch later than anywhere, but the guy was sat there when I came in, and in between me going past and going around the bricks to this bit where it says driver's wait here, he's vanished. So I ain't sure what's going on at the moment, but I shall have a look and go and find someone, I think. Oh, we're just loading now. Someone's gonna get wet. Okay, well, after battling the elements, we've finally got her strapped up. Now, I know, Russell Worthing, if you're watching this, you will be pulling your hair out at the sight of that, but, you know, it's the first time I've sheeted up a square load. But, yeah, I'm definitely not going to be offering sheeting tutorials to anyone, so if anyone wants to find out how to sheet a load properly, or make it look at least better, then go check out Russell's channel. So yes, considering I'm only a bit of a novice when it comes to roping and sheeting, I must admit so far so good. It's not blowing around as much as I expected. I'll show it you a little bit more when I get back to the yard, but it's going to be a lot later on. I was kind of hoping he'd let me just run straight to where they're being delivered tonight and then just tip them in the morning, but now you're going to have a long trip back up to the yard, and then good news is we'll be back home at least, but it's going to be a late finish. It's 20 to 4 now, and we're still on the A24 coming up to the M25, so yes. I've just informed my dear that I'll be back pretty late and not to worry about doing me any tea. But yeah, if I remember, I'll drop a link, and most of you already know Russell Worthing's channel anyway, but I'll drop a link to those who haven't. He's got some great tutorials regarding roping and sheeting and that, and I'd much rather you take your advice from him than some phony novice like me. So 148 miles to go back to the yard. See you later, aeroplaner. Alright, well, here's me crying about getting sheeting done right on a square load of bricks. This poor fella's done a cracking job sheeting that round load up. But anyway, we've just had a bit of a struggle getting round from the M4 and M3 round to the M40, which we'll be getting on shortly. And hopefully it should be a green light from here, no more delays. And this is all we wanted now. We're not even quite at the M42 yet. And we're getting into some square wheeling. I hope this isn't all the way up to the junction, else we are screwed. Well, I guess I still quite reckon we're just catching the tail end of the rush hour that hasn't quite cleaned up yet, I reckon. Maybe something happened here earlier on, I don't know. We just went past the recovery vehicle on the hard shoulder with all his lights going, but there was nothing in front of it, so maybe it's a knock-on effect from that. Junction 3A to 5 delays on the M42. Well, what can you do, eh? What can you do? But it's looking like we're going to get back without needing a break anyway, that's the main thing. As long as it doesn't take 1 hour and 40 minutes from here, which I don't want to tempt fate by saying it shouldn't, but it shouldn't. 25 to 7, guys, but we're finally getting on the M6 North. It hasn't been too bad a drive up, to be honest. We have had a bit of a delay on the 42, and the M25 was always going to be busy there, but on the whole it's been pretty good. I was hoping to do another show of the load in today's video, but looking how dark it is already, there's going to be no point. I won't be gaining anything. It's not like it's a big load of metal or anything. With the sheets, you at least want to see the sheet and a bit of the knots and stuff. So if you check out tomorrow's video, or the next video in the playlist, it won't be out until 24 hours time at least. So don't go looking for it just yet. Anyway, if you're watching this after the 12th of October, it'll be there. Check it out tomorrow morning. It's not a pretty sight, but I must admit, she's done good. I was expecting it to be blowing all over the shop, but you know, I'm pleased with it. It's not an oil painting, and I'm sure Russell Worthing will have a good laugh at it when he sees it. So yes, I'm going to end the vlog here. It looks like we're going to be getting back in about an hour's time, I'd say. So by the time we've put Cinderella to bed and then got back ourselves, it's going to be 8 o'clock, 8:30 maybe. So that is that. I'll get the video out as soon as I can. I want to thank you all for watching. It's been a long day, we got some good miles in, and I'll speak to you next time, guys.